Well, as always, the Pittsburgh team disappoints us in the playoffs. This is nothing new between the Penguins, Steelers, Pirates. There's nothing to even talk about because they never make the playoffs. But it's just disappointing. It sucks when you have a fucking goaltender that passes the puck to the other team and can't save a fucking shot to save his life. Again, our defense only allows 20 shots, 24 shots, something like that, and 5 goals are scored on us. We shoot almost 40 and we get 3. That's the difference between a real contending playoff team to just a team that, hey, yeah, we got here because we scored a lot of goals. And when we look back at the season, yes, we had the highest goals scored this season. Doesn't mean shit. Jari had 26 regular season wins. Doesn't mean shit. 8 of them were against Buffalo. 7 probably because Legacy had the last one. But overall, I mean, I don't even know what to say. This team underperformed once again, and here we are with another first round exit. It's what do we need to change about this team? What needs to go forward? And I think the biggest thing that we need to ask ourselves is who. I don't even know what the fuck to say. All I know is that we really need a veteran goaltender. Somebody that could actually make a save, somebody that's been doing it for a while, somebody that's not new to, playoff series like this. And, Jari just didn't perform. Defense was getting sloppy too. We have one true defensive defenseman that I could actually say plays good defense every single game, every single day he hits the ice, and that's Brian Dumoulin. Marcus Pettersson's the next guy up to that, and probably Cody Ceci. Obviously, Ceci ranked second on that list, and Marcus Pettersson, I don't even want to get in conversation with him, but just a lot of the big names just didn't show up. But the first line in itself with Crosby, Rust, and Gensel just were not effective this series. I mean, you can't win games when your number one star has 2 points. I mean, it's just it's not going to work out, But I mean, I don't know what else to say moving forward. I hope they shined their golf clubs because I as soon as we lost the other night in double overtime, I knew the series was over. The fact that we had to go into the electric building and fight against a team with all the momentum. I mean, we were up 2-1 in this series, and we shit the bed, lose 4-2 in this series. And, we just become more of a laughing stock. We're just a team that just can't get anything in the playoffs. Yeah, these guys have 3 cups altogether, the trio, but it's, it doesn't mean shit. The other thing I want to bring up, too, are we starting to give Mike Sullivan a Mike Tomlin kind of excuse now, I feel like we're starting to see the same trend kind of going on with this now, whereas, Mike Tomlin, as the Steelers head coach, won a Super Bowl early in his career with us. And now we're first-round exits every single year. We've been to the Super Bowl one other time, and that was a decade ago. I mean, yeah, we make the playoffs, but we got shit on. We get shit on by teams every single year once we make the playoffs. I know a lot of it has to do with injuries, but last year's not an excuse. So my question to you guys is, are we doing the same thing to Mike Sullivan? He wins 2 cups back-to-back in his first 2 years, and then ever since then we've been first-round exits every single year. We lose to the Canadians last year on a weird season, where 5 plays at 12 and we lose to them. The year before that, we get swept by the Islanders. The year before that, we're a second-round exit. It's just we haven't been able to go deep into the playoffs ever since then. And the fact that we've only won 9 playoff games in the last 4 years, making it all 4 years, that goes to show that we're just not doing it in the playoffs anymore. And it's tough. It's crazy for a team that got first place in the division, 5th place in the league, first place in goals scored, is out of the playoffs in the first round. Not discounting the Islanders. Islanders are a great team. Sorokin played great in this series. He's clearly the player of this series, and without a doubt, he went 4-0, and let in an average of two goals or less a game. So, got to give it to him. You know, Barry Trotz has set this team up for success. Do I think they beat Boston? Me personally, I don't. I think the series can go 6 or 7 games. Boston is the home team in this series since they got that 3rd seed, and the Islanders are still the 4th. But that's going to be my little rant tonight. You know, just more disappointment, and just have to look forward to next season. We have an expansion draft, so we're going to lose somebody to that team. Who do we keep going forward? I'll make a whole video on that. We'll get to that on a later date, but I just want to end this before we get too long here. If you stayed this long for the video, just type in "Let's Go Pens." I want to see how many people got this far. But, you know, gotta just move forward and go on to next year. Famous quote of the Philadelphia Flyers, but let's go Pens. See you next season.